Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a message about Mercury retrograde. So shout out to my cousin actually. She posted something online yesterday and it just caught my attention. Like I'm always aware when we're in retrograde. I'm a astrology buff, love everything about it, and so does she. But it just made me wonder like how many people are aware when it's in retrograde, how many people even know what it is. So basically, I mean, it's an illusion where the planet is moving backwards, but because of that, um, technology can go awry, communications can go awry, right? Like a lot of misinterpretations, emotions. So retrogrades, especially Mercury, bring up a lot from the past. So you might get that random text from an ex, a random thought from an ex, and be like, well, you're like, why am I thinking about them? It's retrograde. It's from September 9th to October 2nd. So lucky us, right? But anyway, it's actually, it depends how you look at it, but it's really a good time to relax, reflect, and recognize. So everything that's coming up for you right now is just trying to purge from your system. So when those emotions come up, although uncomfortable and unexpected, I'm sure, it's okay to be kind to yourself, wonder why you're feeling that way. And before you go and text that ex, ask yourself if you really miss them or was there something left unsaid? Was there not enough closure? And that's just something that's coming up so that you could purge it from your system. Okay. Also, it's noted, and obviously do whatever the heck you want to do anyway, but another don't of a Mercury retrograde is sign any contracts. So just from September 9th to October 2nd, only because, again, miscommunications can happen, technology can go awry. There's just little things here and there that can, go wrong. Our thought processes sometimes might be a little skewed because we tend to be a little bit more emotional during this time. So, that's just the short and skinny of it. But I figured let's just do a reading for the collective, see if there's something in common that's coming up this retrograde. I will be using the Seeker's Oracle as well as a classic tarot deck. Okay. And the light just literally started shining in here like crazy. So I'm sorry if every card I show is going to be super reflective. I wasn't anticipating all this light coming in all of a sudden. All right. Please bring in the most accurate messages for the collective during this time period of Mercury retrograde. What should we talk about? Name the thing. Okay, very interesting first card out. So you may have a very nagging feeling, okay? A little bit of a pit in your stomach, if you will. But you can't quite put your finger on it. You're like, what is this that I'm feeling? Who is this that I'm feeling about? And it's true. There is something that needs to have a name to it, and it needs to be released from you. So there's something that you're holding on to that I feel like for you, it's subconscious. I'm sure consciously you're holding on to a lot of things that have happened in your life. But this is one of those that's kind of like buried down a little bit. You're going to really have to look pretty deep, okay? The person that may have caused this wound could have had blue eyes, doesn't have to. They could have been like very draining on your energy. This is just kind of like tips of the characteristics in case you're like, who would that be? They could have caused you pain like verbally by things that they would say about your appearance, things they would say about you as a person, misunderstanding you, okay? And because of their words, I feel like they kind of programmed you in a way where you see yourself that way, and it's not accurate. It was this person's projection onto you, but it wasn't really about you. So if this resonates, please dig, look deep, find what that could be, write it out, burn the paper, whatever your process is to release that, and let it go this Mercury, this retrograde. Be like, all right, I see you. You no longer have power in my body, power in my mind, power in my heart, power in my soul. You're gone. Okay, weave your reality. So this is also a really good time to be creative, to daydream, right? What would your ideal reality be? What would it be? What would it look like? Who would be in it? How much money would you make? What career would you go to? You know, like dream the impossible, if you will, like something that you've always wanted to do, but you thought, oh, it's just not the right time. Oh, there's just, that'd be too expensive to go back to school. Whatever it is, like create your own reality. So what if, when all these emotions come up and you're home bored, let's just say, what if you got like a notebook and you started to draw out your reality, write out your reality, just for fun, right? And then you go back and read it. And what if you realized it wasn't that far-fetched? Like it actually is attainable. And see if that brings a smile to your face. See if that sparks some sort of creativity in you that you feel might have been lost. Okay, so that one, you could totally have some fun with it. This one's going to be colorful. This one's going to be, something that sparks you up in the inside. Something that's dormant. Something that has lived in you forever, but you've never been able to express it for every other reason that you came up with not to, but it's probably just fear. However, I get it. Like, obviously, money's not always easy to go back to school. Having somebody to watch your children, it's not easy. Of course, it's not easy, but is it doable? And how would you feel if that came into reality? So that's just a little thing to kind of dig deep and, have a one-on-one conversation with yourself. A king bee. So follow that intuition, right? There may be like a Leo or a Leo type person or energy from your past who may be sending that random text to you, or you may be thinking of them in a colorful way now, like that you had fun with this person. They really brought out like the best in you. They're the ones who made you smile out of like all the rest. So don't be surprised if you start thinking about them a little bit more, being reminiscent, comparing them. Okay, that's just all part of the process. And that person was probably a soulmate that was supposed to come into your life for whatever reason to bring you knowledge, to bring you growth, to bring you expansion, to bring you just peace and joy. Okay, so that person, if that fits with you, if they come to your memory, just smile and like maybe be like, thank you so much, for just being you into my life. Okay, let's grab one more and then I'm going to get into some tarot. The Seeker's Journey. Okie dokes. Yep. It's always a journey, right? It's not always one of those intense spiritual awakening journeys, right? But we're always on a journey to something, to somewhere, right? And some people are on a journey to find themselves. Some people are on a journey to be the best parent they could be, the best business owner they could be, like the best that they can be, right? Not the best in the world or better than anybody else, but the best that they can be. Whatever your journey is that is specific to you, it's like that's what's lighting the way for you to be creative and expansive and like really just kind of dream, because you do have a lot of practicality around you. So it's okay to step out of the box when you want to dream big, right? Because you always do have your feet on the ground. It's not like you're the type of person who's going to be like, all right, I'm quitting my job tomorrow. I'm starting up a startup and I'm going to make $1 million within 2 weeks. You're not that kind of dreamer, right? That might be your 5-year plan. You are very grounded and realistic in the journey that you want. And you are okay with the speed that it takes. And always have that grace with yourself. So again, with this Mercury retrograde, with emotions coming up, what it can also do to the body is make you extremely lethargic or extremely energetic. Like your in between is gonna kind of be lost. For some people, okay? But So if you are feeling extremely lethargic, have grace with yourself. That's okay if you didn't get to this journey yesterday. All right. Or if you are on the other side of it and you are feeling extremely energetic, like the surge of energy, take it and run with it, because it's not every day you get those like impulses, right? So whatever, like if you can go with ease with the Mercury retrograde, it can really follow you. I mean, it can like really lead you, I shall say. Um, but have grace with yourself for the days that you're tired. It doesn't mean you're not still on your journey. Doesn't mean you're still not going to get to your goals or clean your house, or, you know what I mean? You're still going to get everywhere. But if you're tired, your body is asking you to rest. Take a rest. Okay. It's like, have grace. Don't be mad at yourself for feeling how you're feeling, right? Just expect it. Embrace it, because there's nothing you can do about it anyway. It's not like the planet's just going to stop. It's not like astrology is just going to, do what it wants to do because of us. We're going to do what we have to do because of it. All right, what else do we need to know for my beautiful collective? What else can we just talk about, right? Because I know this isn't always water cooler conversations. You don't usually walk up to people, excuse me, and be like, how's that retrograde for you? You would literally probably have people go, I'm sorry, wait, what? What does that mean? Like, you really believe in that? I mean, have you checked your zodiac sign? Have you read it in its entirety? Does it fit for you? I mean, there's something to astrology, right? And it goes so much deeper than that. But it's like, some people are in their own belief systems, and that's totally fine, right? There's no judgment. Who cares? It's just a fun topic, right? That's not always discussed. 10 of Cups. So you might be reflective on your family dynamic growing up, the family dynamic you're creating now. You might be idolizing. I want to say idolizing, but I don't think that's idolizing. I'm just going to use that. You might be idolizing a family in your neighborhood that you grew up with, and you always thought that's the perfect family. That's how I'm going to raise my children. That's how they're going to behave. That's how my spouse and I are going to be, right? Like, you might have these nostalgic moments of a childhood family that you want to reenact in your life. Okay. And it's a beautiful thing. And they probably haven't had a beautiful family and upbringing, but be gentle with yourself if that's not how you were raised. Be gentle with yourself if you and your spouse aren't exactly that way, or you and your children, aren't like a sitcom happy family dynamic all the time, right? But it's okay to have that as like maybe your motivation, if you will. Magician. Great time to manifest. Great time for that. You have all the tools you need with that. When that reality, create your own reality card. Yeah, you got all the tools. See that eye right there? You know what it is. You know how to get there. It seems like a huge obstacle, but it's not really when you bullet point everything. And just know you have all the tools. You have all the wisdom. You have all the practicality. Like, your mind is right about it, And now would not be the time to execute it. Remember what I said about signing contracts and deals? But this is the best, like, planning stages, okay? Because your creativity might be just off the dang chart. You'd be like, wow, I never would have thought of that. Like, where did that come from? Yeah, just have fun with it, okay? It doesn't always have to be some doom gloom thing. You're going to have your crying spells possibly. But yeah, you're going to see also with this 9 of Wands what you're defensive about, and you might be protecting your energy at this time from people. You might come across as a little guarded because you are going through a lot. And like, your mind is occupied on where you've been, where you're going, where you're at right now. Like, you might be at 3 speeds at once, and that's why you're just so lethargic. But it's like, again, allow grace. And if you need to set boundaries with people, if you need to set up a little bit of space so that you have your own time, do so. Honor your own energy. If you don't have any to give, you just don't have any to give. And that's okay. You got to take care of you. And it's okay if you are just holding on to, sorry, it's so weird to like point it out. They're holding one wand, okay? So it's okay for you to hold on to your energy, to your needs right now. Nothing else is going to crumble. Everything else will be just fine, okay? It's okay for you to do you and not feel guilty about it. Okay? It's a moment in time for you. For you. Okay? And try not to get too stressed about it. Try as much as possible to have fun with it. Okay? And I don't know how intense you're feeling. I don't know how intense, you might get with these emotions. But if you recognize it and you could be like, oh my God, that dang Mercury retrograde. And you could laugh about it like my cousin did online, and like, then you know what it is for what it is. Okay. And you're fine. Everything's okay. You're not having a mental breakdown. If you're having one, you'll know one, right? But if you're having these moments, it's like, okay, gosh, that dang Mercury retrograde. Someone's like, did you get that email I sent? No. Okay, well, it was Mercury retrograde. It just got lost. It happens. Like, it's that simple. All right, give me 2 more cards, please. Let's just see any other scenarios. Okay, yep. You're definitely going to have, or I won't say definitely. That seems so permanent. But, like, you may experience moments of when past experiences, emotions, or feelings come up. You may be feeling like this guy's feeling right here. Okay. Do you see how there's 3 cups just right there? He's staring at them. Those cups are empty. Right here is the universe, God, angels, a gift, whatever. Okay. You guys, please take it however you receive your blessings. Okay. It's being handed to this man, but he can't see it because he's focused on all the things that went wrong, all the cups that are empty in his life, not the one that is being handed to him that is full. So if that feeling, if that emotion comes up, look at those 3 cups, acknowledge them. They happened. The feeling that you're feeling is legitimate, okay? This could be somebody betrayed you. This could be somebody abandoned you. This could be somebody rejected you, right? I mean, it could be a multitude of things. Yep, they're there. Yep, they happened. Look at each cup, figure out how to refill it up, right? With positive emotions and be like, you know what? I'm interested in this cup. Because this cup is full. This cup is new. This is a new road, a new path, a new feeling, a new emotion, a new creativity. This has led me to cry, to feel left out, to feel depressed, anxious. What if this cup right here made me smile, feel happy, feel appreciated? Okay? So acknowledge all of those feelings of the past that made you feel any type of lowered energy and try and tackle them. Try, like your best bet that you can. And a lot of times it could be journaling, and that's never easy because we'll journal a page or 2 and then we're like, oh, okay, that hurt. I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to revisit that. I've been there. I've done that. But if it's coming up to the surface, it's because it hasn't really been expelled from the body. It still lives there somewhere. It still molds your thinking. It still affects the way you view yourself or your confidence, okay? So when you look at that and you're like, okay, let's do the work. Let's dig. How'd that make me feel? How do I never want to feel that way again? And how do I release this person or situation from having power over you? Because if you're still looking at those cups, they still have power over you. Release the power of them and focus on the new. And I know I'm making it sound easy, but there are so many tools out there to at least try. Right? So to conclude this, there is options, lots of options. And that's the thing too that might literally put you in like a mind spin. If you're trying to go to bed and your mind is racing, it could be because you're like, oh my God, I need to make more money. Oh my gosh, why'd I yell at my kids today? Oh my gosh, I didn't say I love you to my family. Like what? Like you might be thinking of all the things you didn't do or all the things you want. And all of these thoughts might be coming through you at like the highest speed all at once. Okay. quiet them down. Just be like, okay, I see you. Shh. One at a time. One at a time. And this also could be a card of fantasy. So yes, you could be fantasizing about how much money you can make, how much fulfillment in a career, even if you don't make a lot of money. Like, will it make you happy? And it's like, okay, what if you took a pay cut so you were happy, right? Or if you have options in love, like, what does this person make me feel? What does this person make me feel? Like, how are we together? You know, it's like in that fantasy mode, allow that all to come through, and then you'll really get in touch with yourself and know exactly what you want. But just don't be surprised if all of these different ideas come crashing to you at one time and you like start to feel anxious, because that is definitely an anxious feeling. There's a lot going on. See that snake? It's like you're probably thinking of every single person who's ever betrayed you, lied to you, stole from you, you know, like, I mean, it's probably going to be intense moments like that. Okay, these are all things that could happen. I don't want to plant those seeds that it's going to. This is just a reading to be aware of them. And when they do come up, you know, to acknowledge it for what it is. And then don't make a home of it inside of your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. Don't let it make a home. Just process it and laugh if you can about Mercury dang retrograde, like I keep saying. And then, you know, let this time happen since it's happening anyway. Okay? I'm going to close this off with a mindful message. What's one closing message for my beautiful collective at this time? One message, please. There we go. Expressing love. Today I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. So yeah, is there somebody that you've been thinking about a lot and you're like, oh, I should have texted them yesterday. I should have replied to them. Today's a great day to do so. Just text them, let them know you're thinking about them. If there's somebody that you truly love and you never got to say it, what's the harm in letting somebody know that they're loved, right? I mean, that's a gift, to love somebody and to feel loved. So if this resonates with you, definitely let the ones around you know that you love them, okay? Because it would probably brighten their day too, and it'll make you feel good because you got to express it. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.